everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie if you are new. Today we have Vlogmas Day 4, welcome. We're getting there, we're getting through the Vlogmas days. I can't quite believe it, but there we go. I am currently in my study and yeah, I just thought I would film today's video for you. It's very sunny outside but very cold, hence you can see the sun coming through. The lighting isn't the best, so I do apologise, but the ring light isn't ring lighting today. It just doesn't want to work, so we are working with what we can, and yeah, we're gonna just try and go through some of, in my opinion, the best Christmas movies, just to give you some inspiration of what to watch this holiday season. So I've got my list. I've got 13, maybe 14, on my list for you. So yeah, let's get cracking. So obviously, just a disclaimer, this is my opinion on what the best Christmas movies are. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite Christmas movies are and what your must-watch movies are for the holiday season. Yeah, but we're going to start off with number 1. I do have my list. I'm going to cross it off as I go so I don't get too confused. I have a joint top, okay? I couldn't pick between the two. It's a joint top 2. So coming in at number 1, we have Elf and How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey film version. They are two of my ultimate favourite holiday films. They make me laugh so much. Yeah, and they just put me in the holiday spirit, basically. Basically all these films do, but these are just, I've just had to rank them, and this is how it's gone. So yeah, Elf and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I just think they're two completely different but funny in the same way type thing. So yeah, I just love them. Will Ferrell in Elf is chef's kiss hilarious, and Jim Carrey as the Grinch is just the perfect casting for a physical Grinch that's a non-cartoon version, in my opinion. It's so good. So yes, they're both my number 1 Christmas pick. I can't decide between the two of those. So they are both number 1. Number 2 is got to be Home Alone. It's got to be Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin as Kevin McAllister is genius. Such a good character. I don't care how old the films are or how old they're getting, they never get old. I think I've watched it 3 times already this year, 1 and 2. I can't get enough. Harry and Marv, classic characters. And please, can somebody tell me what the McAllisters did for a job to afford that house? Christ alive, they must be multi-millionaires. Like, to buy a house like that in the UK, you'd be raking it in. It would be some serious money. So yeah, I love looking at the house all lit up with the Christmas lights. I love how he tricks them by making it seem like there's a party and that he's not home alone. Hilarious. I love the pranks he plays on them. I think the characters, Harry and Marv, are just hilarious when they get pranked. All the slapstick comedy, it's just so good. And then rolling onto that, my number 3 pick is obviously Home Alone 2. Lost in New York. Again, absolutely phenomenal. So good. Very rarely do I like the sequel as well as the first film, but this one knocked out of the park. So good. I just cannot get enough of both of those. I will just watch them endlessly. Coming in at number 4, Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, the cartoon version with, I believe it's Benedict Cumberbatch who does the voice. It's the newer cartoon version. Yeah, that is so good. I love that. I love the fact that it is so different to the film, like I just love it. So good. And my little boy actually loves watching that one as well because it's very bright colours, it's very animated, and he just loves watching that one, so that makes me very happy. Coming in at number 5, the Santa Claus. So we've got 5, 6 and 7 are the Santa Claus 1, 2 and 3. Because I just love them. I just love them. They're so magical to watch. Especially the first one when he's transitioning into Santa. I just love it, and I love how magical they've made the North Pole, how they've brought the children into the story as they grow up and how they help, and yeah, I just love it. It's a lovely different take on the Santa storyline. But yeah, I just love that one. It's so magical. All 3 of them are so magical to watch, honestly. Now, moving on to number 8, we have Arthur Christmas. It's another animated one. My little boy hasn't watched this one yet, but I probably will see what he thinks. I actually thought this was really funny. I thought it was really cleverly done, really funny. There's something in it for kids and adults, which I think is the sign of a really good animated film. If, you know, the kids can watch it in all innocence, and then there's a bit in there for adults. Do I class myself as an adult? Yes, but internally I'm still 9, okay? But yeah, I just absolutely love this film. I think it's so good and so cleverly done that it just warranted a spot on the list. The next one is another animated one. I'm gonna say Klaus is how you say it, or Klaus. So it's Klaus, which I think it's Klaus. But I'm not 100% sure. But it's like a take on Klaus, but obviously spelled with a K. But yeah, this one is a little bit of a darker storyline, but still becomes light-hearted, you know. I've not watched this one. I didn't watch this one last year, but it is on my list for this year. I just ran out of time last year. It was quite a full-on time last year that I don't know, honestly don't know where the time's going. So yeah, hopefully I'll get around to watching all of these on the list this year. But yeah, it was just a really good one. I think John enjoyed that one as well as Arthur Christmas. These were 2 good ones that we watched kind of like back to back-ish. But yeah, I'm going to probably try The Little Man with this one as well, see what he thinks. If it lasts more than 15 minutes, that's a win for a first watch in our house. If it's a new film, it generally has to last more than 15 minutes, and then, you know, it's a good one. Okay, anyway, moving on. Number 10. We're racking through these really quick because, you know, it's December, it's Vlogmas. You guys have got stuff to do as well, right? So we won't be taking an hour of your time every day, maybe just a 10-15 minutes. But yeah, number 10, The Muppets Christmas Carol. Classic Christmas watching. If you're not watching The Muppets Christmas Carol, what are you doing? With Tiny Tim and Kermit and Miss Piggy. Oh, it's such a wholesome, it's just a wholesome film. And I think because it's the Muppets, it makes it a little less dark and scary. Like, you know, because the underlying storyline of A Christmas Carol is quite dark and scary, let's be honest. It's quite a bleak storyline for a Christmas film. Whack a Muppet in there, it's absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, I love that one. It still touches obviously on the topics that it needs to touch on, and that the story, you know, is really written for, but it is still very light-hearted and feel good. And yeah, I just think it's a very, very good one to watch. Now the final 3. Next up we have the Polar Express. Now, people put this higher up on their Christmas lists, but I don't like putting Christmas films high up on my list that make me cry. This is why things like Miracle on 34th Street aren't on my list. I can't. When I think of Christmas films, I think of bubbly, light-hearted, jolly, merry, you know, happy. Like, I want to feel in that Christmas spirit. I don't want to feel sad, and I don't want to cry when I'm watching a Christmas film. I don't know if that's just me. The Polar Express, I love it. It just is a tearjerker for me. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I've not been able to watch it for a couple of years, but maybe this year's the year. Maybe I'm a bit more emotionally stable this year than I have been the last couple. Well, time will tell. But yeah, I love it. Tom Hanks, obviously legendary, national treasure at this point, I would say. But that is a very wholesome film as well, you know. And it is very Christmassy, you know, the big train, the snow, the Christmassy music, and yeah, I do enjoy it at Christmas time. It's just I can't, it's not Home Alone, you know, I can't watch it 5 times in the season. I can watch it once and put the feelers out there as to how my emotions are going to behave, but you know. You're here for an emotional breakdown, right? Right? You like watching those, no? Anyway, number 11, The Christmas Chronicles. Now, I want to say this is a Netflix original, but I'm not sure. I am very unsure on this one. But yeah, again, I love this one. Very Christmassy, just a very, very sad storyline. Gets me every time. Oh, and I don't know whether it's just since I've had a child, I feel like I've become more sensitive to things like this, this film never bothered me 2 years ago. I didn't cry at these films 2 years ago. Now I have a child. I don't know whether it's the emotions or whether it's just a little closer to home because I couldn't relate to it before, but I could relate to things like this now. Yeah, they just get me. And I just can't put myself in that headspace. If I am going to voluntarily watch something, I'm going to watch something to lift my mood. Maybe that's my anxiety, who knows, but that's the way I live my life. It's the way I get by in life, okay? Yeah, but I would recommend it. It is a very good film. Is there a second one? Is there a second one? I want to say there's a Christmas Chronicles 2, but who bloody knows at this point? There's so much on bloody TV. This is why I keep lists of things that I like. And then if I try something new, then I'll add it to my list. But yeah, Christmas Chronicle, give it a go. But if you are emotionally unstable like me, approach with caution. That's all I'm going to say. And then, controversially, I do watch this one kind of like as a transitional film. And you'll all probably know the one that I am going to say. It's Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, there's a great debate. Is it a Halloween or a Christmas film? Well, it's based in Halloween Town, but he tries to bring Christmas to Halloween Town. Or he dresses up, he steals Santa, you know. So it is more around the Christmas theme. But I would say it's a transitional piece. I wouldn't pigeonhole it into Halloween or Christmas, but I would watch it as a transitional piece. But it is a good film. And I do enjoy a Tim Burton film. I do very much enjoy a Tim Burton film. Very kooky, very strange, but very creative. Really love the creative aspect of those films. Corpse Bride is another great film from Tim Burton. Probably one of my favourite Tim Burton films, actually. But yes, Nightmare Before Christmas has made it on the list just for the sheer creativity of it. Yeah, so there we go. And I love when he goes through the Christmas door and he starts singing, "What's this? What's this?" Yeah, So I love that one as well. So that made it onto the list as lucky number 13. So yeah, that is my must watch Christmas list, I guess. This is the list that I probably do watch year on year. There's a couple in there I've not watched for a couple of years, like I've said. I don't know whether it's my headspace, my emotions, whatever. It is what it is. We will talk that through with the therapist one day. But yes, they are my Christmas films. Let me know in the comments below what films you watch at Christmas during the holiday season. What are your must-watch films? Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my suggestions. Obviously, respectfully, of course. We will have no negativity on this channel, or positive, or be nice to everybody. 'Tis the season at the end of the day. And yes, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it really supports my channel. Don't forget to tick the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video, and hit that subscribe button to join this crazy kooky family here on my YouTube channel, and I will love you forever if you do. And until next time, have a wonderful day, and I will see you super soon. Bye!